So, friends, in this video, we are going to understand the chain slings and how they contribute in the rigging process. So, basically, this type of identification tag you will find in the case of in you know uh, chain slings always. So, these have the maximum load capacity in pounds or kgs depending on the country of origin of these slings. So it could be single leg sling, double leg sling, triple leg sling, or four leg slings. That's it here. Chain slings are important part of the rigging process. That is why we are going to discuss it here. Uh, you can see four-legged slings and one-legged sling, single-leg sling are there, and this is oblong ring, upper end fitting, you can say, and these are the identification tags in which different specifications of the chain sling is written upon, and important information it carries. Sling legs are the chains are called sling legs, and this is lower sling fitting. So lower end fitting is in most of the cases is hook with lockable latch, and here are certain different types of the fittings: oblong master link, round master link, and pear shaped master link. And this is a grab hook, J hook, and sling hook. In the sling hook, basically this type of locking latch is used, and that prevents the inadvertent coming out of the sling from this hook. So that basically makes this process of rigging safer. Foundry hook is of this type, and this type of the hook is without latches. Grab hooks are used once it is there inside this hook um, mm, grab portion, the load is grabbed, and that can hardly come out of this. In this type of foundry hook also, there is no latch. In fact, that is prevents this type of um, load from coming out. So all the four types of the slings: one-legged, single-legged, double-legged, triple-legged, or quadruple-legged slings are there. These are all chain slings. So a few more parts have been shown here in the case of chain slings, and these small hooks are called adjusters, and this helps you to adjust the uh, reachable length of the chain sling. This is the lower end fitting, upper end fitting. This is master link and master couple link. This is smaller one, and this small ring is called couple link, and this small hook is adjuster. So the effective working length, or EWL, of the four-legged slings referred to as the length of the sling measured from the bearing point uh, of the upper terminal fitting to the bearing point of the lower end fitting. So this is the reach of the, or EWL, effective working length of the chain sling. Here also this effective working length has been shown, and this is an oblong ring, and this is the chain, and this one is nothing but this connecting link basically, and this is the chain, and reach of the chain is from here top to bottom bearing point, and this is the hook with latch. So how to select the proper chain for a particular load lifting, that could be determined by the maximum weight of the load, how much the load, that has to be known first, and accordingly we will decide the chain HWL and select the chain. From the working load limit chart, determine the size of the body chain and be sure to consider the effect of angles. So here also, like that we had discussed in the case of steel rope slings, that if you are slightly using them, its load lifting capacity will be reduced. So that you know part is true here also. If you are using these chain slings at an angle, or you are using them slantly, then they will lose their capacity, lifting capacity. So determine the reach for the selected angle by measuring the distance from the upper bearing surface of the master link to the bearing surface of the lower attachment. So that's the reach, and that is also considered before lifting the load, because if it is going to help you at the end or not, that is also important consideration. Let's try to understand the chain sling terminologies. On the chain, often the four letters are written, and that has to be understood properly. The first letter of the series of letters that is written is number of the sling legs. Second letter is upper or end fitting, and the third letter is lower end fitting, and the fourth letter is presence of the adjuster. So if your chain is having adjuster or not, that is basically marked on the as the fourth letter. So here are the letters. The first letter is S, D, T, and Q. So S means single chain, D means double chain, T means triple chain, and Q means quadruple chain. So adjustable types are ASB and ADB. ASB is single style B, and ADB is double style B. So we will understand it later. And the type of the master attachments are, if it is O, that means oblong link is there at the upper end. P means sphere shaped link is there. R means ring type of link is there on the upper end. And S means sling hook is there uh, on the upper part of the terminal. And G means grab hook is there, and F means foundry hook is there. So these letters mean this. O on the third place, means oblong link. P means pear-shaped link. R means ring-shaped link, and S means sling hook. G means grab hook. F means foundry hook. ASB is a single style uh, um, adjuster, and ADB is double style adjuster. So they are also the part of adjusters are also the part of the sling, and they carry an important role in reducing or increasing the length of the overall reach of the sling. So this is basically grab hook is there, and ID tag is also associated with each sling for their capacity, and other details are marked on the ID tag. And coupling connecting link is there with the master link, and sling hook is also there. Here you can see different types of the slings have been shown with the three letters, identification. SOL, S for single sling, and O for oblong upper terminal, and L is basically uh, mm, this is the hook type. Uh, so the second part, SOS, is single, oblong, single. G is grab hook. So this is grab hook, foundry hook, and this is basically S means sling hook, and L means latched sling hook, and here TOS is there, so you can understand all these letters DOF, QOS. Q stands for quadruple, T stands for triple, D stands for double, D stands again for double, D stands for a double, and DOL oblong foundry hook, latch latched hook, and S for sling hook, and S is again here sling hook. O is for oblong, this one oblong link, universal link. O is here also oblong universal link. S is the sling hook basically. So this is how you identify the chain slings. And next here in this picture, different types of the chain blocks have been shown. Uh, this is a chain block which operates on a monorail, and chain block is hanged in the hook uh, at this place, and the entire thing can be moved laterally as well as vertical movement with the help of chain block. So chain blocks come in different capacities, like you can see, this is a 3 ton, 5 ton, 3 ton, 5 ton chain blocks, and here it is electrically operated. The chain block is there with a pendant hanging through this. So you have chain blocks in different configurations and different purposes. Okay. Now, maintenance of the chain block is also important. Chain slings have to be maintained properly. So cleaning is the most important part after use. This has to be cleaned properly before storing it. Soaking slings in the mild soap and the water for the short period is non-damaging. Rinsing and drying after cleaning, rinse the slings thoroughly and all allow them to completely dry before returning them to the storage. Cleanliness, a clean sling is easier to inspect and damage, and that is why cleanliness is very important. Now, a few points about the storage of the sling. Proper storage: store slings carefully, ideally on the rack, to prevent damage and ensure easy access. Easy access means when you are taking it out, it should not, there should not be a danger of falling it. Your chain blocks are very heavy piece of the equipment, and sometimes they pose a hazard when you are handling it. So keep it at a safe place, and where from it can be easily drawn out. Light greasing, if not used for a long time, lightly grease slings to prevent rust and corrosion. This is also important because if you don't use them for a longer period of time, they will start corroding, or the corrosion will start happening in the chain slings. Conduct regular inspection for the sling of signs of wear, damage, or deformation. A competent person should inspect the chain sling periodically and at least once in a year. So this periodicity is the matter of consideration. In some of the cases, this periodicity may vary from quarterly to half yearly to fortnightly sometimes, or monthly. This depends on the frequency of the use of the chain slings. Chain sling maintenance inspection checklist. Inspection checklist, tells you what are the points you should inspect and without fail. So identification, check the illegible marking, identification, and the lifting capacity. The tag basically has many informations, and the tag should be legible, not illegible. If it is illegible, then it should be discarded. Deformation, look for the deformation of the links on the hook or the load, and stretched chain. Check for the stretching in the chain. If it is stretched, also we will discard it. Restricted movement, ensure chain links move freely. That is very important from the working point of view. They will work properly only if they are free to move. These links, chain links, are free to move. Wear, check for the wear, especially on the link and fittings. Corrosion, inspect for the corrosion, which can weaken the chain. Cracks, nicks, and gouges. Look for the crack, nicks, and gouges and other signs of the damage. uh, Hook throat opening. If a new hook is there, it is having the standard opening, but over the time, with the use of the hook, its opening keeps on increasing, and uh, uh, there is a limit to the opening of the uh, hook, especially if mm, previous opening is suppose theta, then 15 degree, uh, theta plus 15-degree opening is the maximum limit, not more than 15-degree limit, or 5% from the original opening. If it has increased 5% more than the original opening, you can discard it. Twisted hooks. Ensure hooks are not twisted out of place by more than 10 degree. Latches. Inspect the components of the sling. Wear deformation in the presence of latches. Wile them and reassemble them with new original axle or the pins if they are defective. Knot. Never knot the chain. Chains are not the piece of sling which should be knotted, because it will damage their working. So in some of the cases, it has been seen that in order to shorten the length of the chain slings, some of the people use knots, and that is not a proper use of the chain sling. We must avoid using knots in the sling. It is not allowable. Heat and the chemical damage. Check for any evidence of heat or the chemical damage, including melting or discoloration, because they weaken the chains, and they should be discarded if any sign of heat or chemical damage is there. Removal from the service. Remove slings from the service immediately if any defects are found. And this is very important to note down, because if you compromise over the issue of safety, then definitely some danger, you are posing some danger to the people working with those equipments. There have been numerous cases of accidents because of these lapses at the workplaces. So we must be very much careful when we are working with this chain slings, or steel rope slings, or web slings, or whatever kind of the slings for load lifting is used. You have to be very much careful about the SWL, and proper regular inspection has to be carried out over the time, and the frequency decided at the workplace. Thank you very much for being patientful to listen the entire, lecture on uh, chain slings. Hopefully, it has, added some value to your knowledge, and keep on interacting in the comments of this video. And I will feel happy if you tell me something to improve the quality of the video as such. Thank you so much once again. Keep tuned.